Hello students and friends. So in this video we'll talk about lyophilic and lyophobic colloids. So when we talk about colloids, beta, lyophilic and lyophobic is something which is very important to understand the basic properties of colloids, basic nature of the colloid. तो होता क्या है colloid, पहले हमें lyophilic and lyophobic, if we understand properly, we'll be very much comfortable in the entire colloids portion. So in this today's talk, we'll talk about lyophilic and lyophobic colloids. We'll also compare their properties, and then we'll also talk about various other colloids which are classified based upon the different type of colloidal particles. So first of all, we have what is the basis of classification of colloids into lyophilic and lyophobic. So that basis is the affinity. Affinity मतलब लगाव, प्यार, कितना प्यार है dispersed phase or dispersion medium में आपस में. Okay, so if the dispersion medium and dispersed phase have strong affinity towards themselves, between themselves, so those colloids are called lyophilic colloids, in which the dispersed phase particles have stronger affinity towards dispersion medium. Those colloids are called lyophilic colloids. Now because they have affinity, ठीक है, अगर एक दूसरे से लगाव है तो क्या होगा, they will be stable and reversible as well. Reversible means that you can convert them back to colloid even after coagulations. So these colloids are easy to prepare. For example, starch, gelatin, protein, etc. जरा ध्यान से देखो, they are all what natural biomolecules with very large mass. So there is some reason behind it, and lyophilic colloids are more stable. Then the other type of colloids which we talk are opposite of this. तो वहाँ क्या है, instead of प्यार they will have what? They will have hate towards each other. So the dispersion medium and dispersed phase, they actually hate each other. So those are what? Solvent hating colloids. So colloids in which the dispersed phase particles have no affinity at all for dispersion medium is called lyophobic colloids. These colloids are unstable and are mostly irreversible. It is not possible for us to convert them back into a colloid once coagulated. For example, various salts of metals, insoluble compounds, oxides and hydroxides. Now, when we talk about the properties of lyophilic and lyophobic colloids, so how are they similar, how are they different? First of all, when we talk about their ease of preparation, तो ease of preparation, जल्दी कौन बनेगा, जहां पे लगाव होगा. तो lyophilic colloids are easy to prepare because they actually want to be together, whereas lyophobic colloids will be very difficult to prepare and we require some special methods to make lyophobic colloid. Lyophilic colloid में क्या है, डायरेक्ट मिक्स कर दो, जेलेटिन का colloid बनाना है, सीधा उसको वाटर के साथ मिक्स कर दो, अच्छे से मिक्स कर दीजिए and we get a colloid of gelatin. But if you want to make a colloid of gold, it is not that simple. ठीक है, मतलब गोल्ड तो आपने देखा होगा ज्वेलरी वगैरह में अगर रखा है पानी में डालते हैं, डज नॉट मेक कलर लाइक दैट ओनली. सो देयर आर प्रॉपर मेथड्स टू मेक अ कलर ऑफ गोल्ड, सिल्वर, प्लैटिनम और मेनी अदर सब्सटेंसेस. देन स्टेबिलिटी की जब बात करेंगे बेटा, तो लायोफिलिक कलॉइड्स आर मोर स्टेबल, दे आर डिफिकल्ट टू coagulate. So lyophilic colloids are difficult to coagulate. Okay, तो ये coagulate नहीं होते हैं easily, lyophilic colloids, whereas lyophobic are easily coagulated. So you can very easily coagulate a lyophobic colloid. मतलब सिंपल से क्या करना है, उसको थोड़ा सा हीट कर दीजिए, add some salt or some other electrolyte, that lyophobic colloid will be easily coagulated, whereas lyophilic will be difficult to coagulate. They are very much stable. Lyophilic colloids are generally reversible and lyophilic are irreversible, means whether you can convert them back into colloid after coagulation or not, that is the property which we are dealing with here. Then the surface tension of lyophilic colloid is generally lower than the original dispersion medium. Okay, whereas that of lyophobic colloid is it almost the same, उसमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ा, लेकिन लायोफिलिक में क्योंकि अट्रैक्शन हो गया पार्टिकल्स के बीच में आपस में, तो सरफेस टेंशन इज लिटिल बिट लेस. So because in lyophilic colloid the dispersed phase particles like dispersion medium, so those particles will be highly solvated. ठीक है. In lyophilic solvation extent is very high, whereas in lyophobic the extent of solvation is less. Then when we talk about charge on colloidal particles, in lyophilic there is negligible or very little charge on colloidal particles, jabki in lyophobic there is a characteristic charge on the colloidal particles. ठीक है, तो वहां पे एक प्रॉपर पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव चार्ज रहेगा, जबकि लायोफिलिक में देर इज नो चार्ज. Because there is no charge, they may or may not give electrophoresis. तो electrophoresis is like electrolysis of a colloid. ठीक है, कुछ similar होता है, but we'll understand it क्या होगा in the next video. तो electrophoresis is not easily done for lyophilic soils, जबकि lyophobic soils do undergo electrophoresis very easily. And Tyndall effect की जब बात करेंगे तो in lyophilic colloids Tyndall effect is very less or negligible, जबकि lyophobic में Tyndall effect is very much a good property for them. Then, so this is your lyophilic and lyophobic colloid. Lyophilic colloids are generally found to be more stable, ठीक है, and they are difficult to coagulate. Clear? ठीक है, कोई भी डाउट रहे बेटा, let me know. You can ask me on your YouTube channel as well. You just write a message down there. I will answer the query. Then, based upon the types of colloidal particles, we have basically three different types of colloids. One is multimolecular colloid. So multimolecular colloid में क्या होता है बेटा? Individually the particles are very small. Individually particles are very small, but they aggregate together to get into a colloidal region. Okay, तो छोटे छोटे particles they stick together and they get into a colloidal range. तो क्या होगा, when particles less than 1 nanometer they aggregate together to reach a colloidal range, such colloids are called as multimolecular colloids, because in one particle there are multiple molecules. Okay, next we have macromolecular colloids. So macromolecular colloids क्या होते हैं? Macromolecular colloids in which the one particle is very big. That particle is itself in a colloidal range itself. That one particle, that one molecule is already in colloidal range. तो ऐसा large molecule कौन से होंगे? Maybe like polymers like starch, gelatin, etc. तो starch, gelatin जब बात करेंगे तो these are macromolecular colloids. तो what makes them different? In multimolecular colloids, we have particles held together by van der Waals forces or hydrogen bonding, and these make the multimolecular colloids little bit lyophobic in nature. So they basically hate their medium. Whereas macromolecular colloids have particles like starch, gelatin, and various enzymes. They are lyophilic in nature. So this is the main difference. तो यहाँ पे जब हम macromolecular की बात करते हैं, यहाँ पे single molecule is itself large enough to be in a colloidal range. Then the third type of colloid based upon the type of colloidal particle are associated colloids. तो associated colloids में क्या होता है? So when the molecule of your dispersed phase has two portions, one is a lyophilic and other is lyophobic. So such molecules may show a special property of forming a micelles. तो क्या होते हैं? These molecules they may behave as a normal electrolyte under small concentrations, but when concentrations increase, when a concentration increases beyond a certain particular concentration, they may form micelles. For example, if we have this molecule like this, so this is the hydrophobic tail and this is the hydrophilic head of this molecule. These particular molecules they can stick together to form micelles. So this is a three-dimensional cross-sectional view of a micelle. तो basically क्या हो रहा है? The hydrophobic tail have stick together towards the inner portion of the sphere, and the hydrophilic head is on the outer area of the sphere of the micelle. ठीक है, तो it's a spherical in shape. तो यहाँ पे, so this is what a micelle is. So these colloids are basically generally your soaps and detergents. So soaps and detergents, when they work as a soap or detergent, when they do the cleaning action, they act like colloids. So all the soapy solutions, they are colloids itself. So in today's lecture, what we discussed briefly what is lyophilic and lyophobic colloid. We discussed multimolecular, macromolecular, and associated colloids with micelles.